Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joel. I'm now a 4th semester nursing student at Imperial Valley College, and for today's video it's going to be how do I deal with a problem. Now this might be very broad in the sense, but it has occurred to me more during 4th semester, and repeating this into my head over and over has definitely helped me get through these type of mental problems, I guess. To the caveat, like it's not like an actual mental problem, but it's something that's in my head. So I might say like that word along in this video, but I don't think like it's a mental diagnosis or something. So recently, whenever I tend to study, sometimes I remember like problems that I have or that I had in the past that haven't been resolved yet. And that sometimes, and I know I'm not the only one because I have asked friends about it and they're like, yeah, but I just tend to ignore them. I just tend to put them like in a box in the back of my head and just go over it once I'm done with my stuff. And I really can't seem to do that. For me, you know, let's just pretend this cup, this mug, I guess, of coffee, fresh coffee, is my problem. Okay, so this was something that I think I learned it like in middle school, that a professor told us. He told us like, okay, well, what do you see here? Like it's a mug, right? Coffee. And it's like, yeah. It's like, well, it's not heavy, is it? You know, it's just mug. You can hold it on for minutes, and so you're not gonna feel, your arm's not gonna feel tired. But what would happen if you have it like this for hours? It's gonna start to numb your arm, right? And it's gonna be really heavy, and you're not gonna be able to think about something else rather than the pain that you're having right now because of the mug that you're lifting. So sometimes we need to remember that we need to put our mug down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, before, that mentality was like, oh, that's cool. Like, you know, we shouldn't like let our problems a hold of us every single moment of every single day of our time, because then it's really gonna weight us down. But you know, learning when to settle it down and when to pick it back up, you know, that's a really crucial part. And I feel like that's something that we aren't told ever. Not even by like my nursing instructors or any other professors I had in college or anything. You know, dealing with your problem, they just tell you like, oh, well, just break it up into like smaller bits that you can actually control and only worry about the stuff that you can control and don't worry about the stuff that you can't control. And yeah, like that's really good. But when it happens to be like these type of problems, like where it's always in the back of your mind and you really can concentrate for your work, we need to remember like when to put our problem down and then when to pick it back up. And for me, I tend to pray a lot. That really has helped me a lot. I really have tried to talk to it with friends, like really good friends that I know they can be good in this subject. So I do tend to have like friends that are older than me, who have been maybe through similar stuff. So I ask for their expertise, I guess, in how they deal with that stuff and how to go from there. I also talk to like 2 or 3 different priests that I consider really good friends of mine and have helped me throughout like other stuff. So really find someone that you can reach out. It can even be your for your family. I do with my mom also. You know, like I tell her like sometimes what I'm going through and she helps me. So don't think like you have to deal with it on your own. And knowing when to pick up the mug, because we do have to face those problems sooner or later. You know, we cannot just ignore them. But also learning like when to settle it back down, focus on your stuff, and then pick it back up. Because if you're always trying to study, you know, and like always having your mug with you, which is your problems, and study, you know, there's gonna be a time where you're really not gonna be able to concentrate at all because you're not able to put it down. So other ways that you can do that has helped me is exercising. That really has helped me a lot into just like putting, I guess, like more weight into what I'm benching or what I'm squatting or stuff, and try and like let that be like my problem. So I kind of like symbolize like that weight is my problem and it's heavy, yeah, but then once I squat down and I go back up, it's like it's still not gonna, I'm not gonna break in a sense. So there's a lot of things that you can do symbolically in order to, or you can take a shower, which I know like one of my friends does this, which he takes a shower and then he feels like all his problems are like draining away. But at the same time, like that's a little counterproductive in the sense that you're not really dealing with your problems, you're just making it feel like you're removing them, but they're not actually removed. So yeah, like everybody has their own way. Don't try and run away from your problems. We always have to deal with them, but know when to focus on them and then when to rest it a bit whenever you have to study, whenever you have to go to the gym, and then pick it back up. But don't, the main goal of this video is like, don't let it just be in your hand all the time. You need to know when to settle it back down. And yeah, that was a small video I wanted to do because I know there are a lot of friends that I know that are not in the nursing program, they're in different careers, that are going through something like this. And when I told them about this type of mentality that I have, they were like, wow, like I wish someone would have told me that, you know, it would have been nice. So I do wanted to make this video in order to like spread the awareness, I guess, of how I look at a problem and how I deal with it. Obviously it's going to be hard, obviously it is going to be painful. It's not like you're just going to be like a robotic, you know, thing and be like, I have no feelings. You know, it is going to hurt and it's something that we all have to deal through. But by time, by prayer, and by all the things that you do to cope with your stress, you know, we're going to be able to pull through it and then orientate other people to do the same, or at least what has worked for us, in order to see if it can work for them. So yeah, you guys took until the end of this video. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.